Alright, this is BCA 101, and we're working on developing information systems, and we had a few review things that we did at first. Let me do that. We talked about, well, by the way, this is Monday, the 20th, okay, and this is what we're going to talk about today. But first, we reviewed grit a little bit, and we talked about learning. Some of those items from learning. So yeah, we talked about being careful about comparing yourself, growth mindset, having grit, and you could, if they're a student who's gone, you can talk to a couple of students that were there. We just reviewed some of those things and looked at that performance items. Database, we talked about the project, we looked at what was going to be on the skills-based assessment, which is the coming Wednesday, and we reviewed a couple key points there, but really didn't have much to do there, and the students had time at the end to talk about that. Then we got into the key things, information systems. We did a review, and then we did development, and we talked very little about the project today, just a little bit. And so let's go right into that and take a look at what we talked about. I had the students do like a little quiz. They were to fill in these items, you know, the levels of management, top, middle, operational or first line supervisors, these people that deal with the workforce, and then, you know, how we have the different levels. We talk a little bit about why the triangle gets smaller as it gets to the top, less people, and we talked a little bit about the workforce. We actually made reference to teachers down here in the workforce. And they mentioned data, tables that make up some type of relational database down here, database management system, and all this information data coming in and out. And then from here we have the information flow to where we make strategical decisions, long-term, tactical, you know, what are we doing today or this week, and transactional, the information that we deal with every day. Okay, somebody buys something, and we're gonna talk a little more about that, about retail, on Friday. Okay, so we did this review of these diagrams and how a middle manager might deal with this information, a top manager might deal with more strategic, which would be a lot less, more summarized, but still important. All right. So we'll move on to the next. And then we asked the students to talk about decisions. I asked what decisions would be done or can be done by technology. The students said structured decisions, and non-structured more so by humans. We'll talk about artificial intelligence on Friday a little bit, and that will also give us some insight to a little bit of handling decisions that would appear not as structured as you think. Structured decisions, you can think of all the things technology can decide without human intervention. And it's changed a lot, like in manufacturing, all the things that can be done on the assembly line can be just done by technology now. And there's just lots of examples we'll talk more about later on. So that was the review. Then we went into developing an information system, and we talked about these stages briefly. We compared it to building a house. So if you're going to develop some kind of information system, and we highlighted this, I told them to think about a business. Maybe a business that doesn't currently do technology. You know, they do it all paper and pencil. I know of an automotive place that does it all paper and pencil yet, and using the phone. Maybe a brand new company is just starting up. You know, how are they going to manage their data and so forth? You know, how are they going to figure out what information goes to who, and, you know, paying the bills and all of that. So we said the first thing is an investigation. We use the example of building a house. If you're going to build a new house, you'd have to investigate cost, location, why need a new house, etc. All these things. And then you would analyze, okay? How many bedrooms, why, and how does this fit your lifestyle and so forth. And data information, you'd analyze the business. A huge part of that is what data and information is going to go where. So if we looked at our triangles, if we look back at our triangles, if you remember, I'll just sketch them out right here. We have different people, different information, and we figure out what information is going to flow to who, when, in order for them to make good decisions. All right. Analysis is a big stage. This stands for feedback, okay? Then we talked about the design. All of this information here, this is all in the outline, okay? And you're supposed to be, or we're supposed to have, looked these up already. So design, same thing, feedback. This would be like the blueprints of the house. We have flow charts, we have different ways of looking at this information flow, and we design a solution, and then developing is where you actually build it. You can buy software to do that, or you can code your own software or some combination. There's feedback at the development stage either. This is where also we're going to talk about on Friday a little bit. You'd start buying equipment, like if you're going to buy PCs or laptops or smartphones, or what kind of hardware devices are you going to give your employees, or will your employees use? How are you going to implement it? Are you going to change over the whole thing, put it in one store, maybe just put one part of it in, and so forth? How are you going to do that? And then evaluation and maintenance. I have an arrow going back up here. You evaluate to see if it's working. Okay, this is important. And then you have to maintain it. Software, you have changes, adjustments. And so if you think you have something you have to change, you can investigate it and do an analysis, design the change, develop the change, and implement the change. And so we have a life cycle. And we're going to talk about a life cycle on Friday. All right. And so that was it for today.